Yes, go
Yes,
ahead,
sir.
Seun.
Yes, sir. The data that I use, that's the former one that you use to create the pivot tables.
Yes, yes.
I realized that I was not able to. I can't use more than column chart.
Okay, yeah, okay, yes. No, that's fine. Not
So
more than okay. You can't use just the column chart. You can also use pie chart. Even pie chart. Did you
yeah,
try pie chart?
I can use pie chart, but that will be for just region, and
Okay, so
maybe
all
when
right,
I was
that's it.
when I was searching online, I noticed that pie chart can only be used for categories not more than 3 or 4 like that. I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
to make it more presentable.
Beautiful. All right. So all you can do, close. Can you see this your format shape? Press cancel. Cancel it. Format shape. Cancel it.
Format shape.
On your extreme right, or your extreme right, or your extreme right.
Okay.
Close that, so that you can see it. Then reduce your zoom. Zoom it down, so that you can see the full report. Zoom down. Can you see your zoom 100%? Down, down. So yes, click there. Good. Reduce. Let's see. So whenever you are building a report, right, everything
Yes,
should
sir.
be on one page. You don't have to be scrolling left, right, up, and down. Everything should be seen
Okay.
at a glance.
Okay, sir.
Okay, and that thing you should take note of. Do not use this type of background. Like, if this is very dark, then this thing should be very light. Okay,
Okay.
so the
Okay.
way you painted this background dark, that means your chart should be very light, maybe like yellow or white or something.
Okay.
The contrast should be there.
Okay.
Okay, so most time for clarity, I prefer using a white background. So if you highlight your whole this in white, yeah, white is usually better. So imagine you have white, your this is all in orange, okay, or in green. Will it not look more presentable that way and neater?
Yes, sir.
Will it not look presentable and neater? Or you can still use a black background, okay? Although when we get to other reporting tools, we can also see that. Okay, that's fine. So that was a good point you noted. So whenever you are dealing with your pivot tables, okay, the chart you build from them, they are called pivot charts. Okay. Now, when you are building your pivot chart, so the way Excel has been built, you can't use all other charts like your tree map, your which other all these other charts that we have been showing you. You can't use all of them except the basic charts like your bar chart, your pie charts. Okay. So in case you have to do this, in case you want to use other charts, then you may not necessarily use your pivot table.
Okay.
Pivot table will only show you the basic ones. Okay, so what you can do, you can just copy. So go to your pivot tables. Go to your pivot tables. Go to your pivot tables. Where's your pivot table?
Okay, sir.
Your pivot table. So these are your pivot charts. But go to your pivot table. The next sheet, pivot table.
These are the pivot tables,
Pivot.
sir.
So rather than you using pivot table, what you can do, just copy it out. Copy it out to a new sheet. Just copy the table to a new sheet without the formatting and all. So copy. Copy. You may not need the grand total. You know you don't need the grand total. It's just the headings
Okay.
and remember again, you are supposed to have labeled all your segments. So here you have called the segment, here you have called it quantity, then total. Okay, that's fine. Just copy that. So take it to a new sheet. Take to a new sheet. So paste there. All right. So now try and plot any chart that you wanted to plot before. Make sure you highlight the whole data. Highlight the whole data. You didn't highlight corporate office.
Oh, I thought the ground data is not there. You know.
No.
Okay.
So plot any chart that you could not plot before. Go to try tree map. Go to tree map. Tree map. Not pivot chart. Go to tree map. Tree map.
Tree map
Can you see
is not here, sir.
what you do? Click
What I
on
have is
all.
area chart and
Oh, sorry.
radar chart, stock surface and radar chart.
Click down. Can you see where so that all the charts will come out? So that all charts will come out. You see one thing by the edge. Can you see the edge of the box? There's an arrow exactly. Click on that. So all charts. Can you see all charts? Okay. So you don't have trip. So it's from 2016 that you have that. Okay, from 2016. Okay. From
Tree map is used for Alageka data.
Yes, it's like tree map is like your so rather than you having your pie charts, you now have it in box.
Okay.
That's tree map. I think when we get to Power BI, you will see that. But if you have 2016, you will also see the chart. Okay, but that is fine. Okay, that is fine. Okay, I think you have done well. You have done well. Then always remember to always put a logo, right? Put a logo of the company or of the organization so that you look like something.
The logo is now, sir.
For example, go to that your dashboard now. I showed you how to put a logo, right? You just pick an image now. Just pick any of the image. Like you can put AI tech and copy the image and put it there. So if you want to online pic, you can take from pictures now. If you have any picture, you can put the picture there.
I don't even have any picture.
If you don't have any picture,
okay,
you
we can build the logo from the system itself. If it is
now, or you go to Google, just type AI tech and check any logo that you want. Or this is Pinnacle, right? Where you go on Google, type Pinnacle, then click on image. Click on image, then click on image. Okay, I wanted to send you guys one file. So let me send you this file that we can work with today. Okay, but I don't know because of your version of Excel. Let me try. Mr. Augustine, can you send your email address? Let me send you a file.
What is it?
I said drop your email address.
I'll do that now.
She will also drop your email address so that I will attach the file because since you guys struggle with the canvas, so I will send you.
Yeah, thank you.
A file that you can work with now.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You pick segment and what again?
Is it me or Sean?
Me? So is it can it be done like this?
I'm coming. Let me. Okay, let me see.
Is it here?
So carry it and put at the corner. Yes, then take it and put at the corner. Exactly.
At the corner up, Abby?
Yes, on your left hand corner. Exactly. Beautiful.
Okay, sir.
That's okay. So when they say, "Can you prepare a report?" Now this is what they mean by the report. Or a dashboard. Sometimes you get a dashboard. So this thing you are doing here is what they call data analysis. What you are doing here is data analysis. Can you see how it's different from the normal regression and statistics you're talking about?
Yes.
But you see, the visuals is part of the statistical analysis you are doing, but not in that kind of academic form.
Okay.
This is what they want to see. Because by looking at the data alone, it doesn't make any sense. Okay? But in looking at this now, I can now see some things. Now I can now start asking questions or knowing what to do. Okay? So if they're asking which region do we give most discount? It's central. So why is it central? So what is happening there? Which region is the most profitable? Is the west, okay, and followed by the east. Okay. But now, other question is that yes, you see, because the profit in West and East is the highest, why the Central is the lowest. That's why the discount has been the most to encourage them to
buy.
you understand.
Yeah,
So
to
these are
boost
the kind of
sales. Yeah,
this kind of the insights you are looking at from.
insights. Yeah,
You understand? Normally, if you look at it from table, you will never see this.
yes.
Okay. All right. Also, Shehu, drop your email address so that I will send you the file.
Let me
Shehu,
stop sharing.
yeah, you can stop sharing. Shehu, what's that your surname?
Shotayo.
Okun.
Shotayo. Sottayo.
I was checking the email, but I don't think it's your email.
It's Shotayo
Okay,
Matthew.
just
It's starting with Shotayo. I'm already sending it.
all right. Just send it down. Send it down so that I can. Okay, have you dropped it? Yes. Okay, Matthew. All right. Kindly confirm. Kindly confirm you have got it. So let me. So kindly confirm you have seen the email.
Okay. Yeah. Is it the same data you sent to us before?
I got Francis. I got Francis. I got Francis. Hello, God Francis. Can you hear me, sir? This one is. Mr. Francis, can you hear me? Can you hear me, sir? Yeah, yeah.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Okay, have you confirmed the data?
Yes.
It's the same data set. Can you see dashboard, slicers, Excel translator? You don't have this now. This is the second part.
Oh, okay.
They look the same. It's the same that first data. They're the same thing. Yes.
It doesn't look the same. The first information.
No,
Going
the
by the
first
name
data is
is
the same thing. The
Mr.
first data is the
Francis,
same. Yes.
on that pivot table, I'm using pie chart. Can you work for the table?
For pie chart, yes, it should work. Yes. For pie chart, pivot chart, yes. It should work.
Okay, thank you. I'm just doing that. I'm using myself as well.
Okay.
Thank you.
Shehu, the file I sent to you is basic Excel 2. Is that what you downloaded?
yes, sir.
So don't worry, they're the same thing. Now, do you have this dashboard written there?
Dashboard. Yes, I do.
Check the next
Dashboard,
dashboard.
slicers. Yeah.
So that's the same thing, exactly. So that's fine.
You just say this one now. This one was sent to our mail now, right?
Yes, I sent this one to your mail. Yes.
Oh, I can't access it now. Maybe that will be later.
Okay. Then you can just watch now. Then watch. Are you with your system now?
And my system, yeah.
The first data I have given you, there are some things I want to teach you guys how to do. Okay. Even if you have the first data, then you can also use it. But this one would have made life easier for you guys. Okay, let's look at this now. Okay. Most times, so this is where we stop now. We stopped at preparing a dashboard, right?
Yeah.
Isn't it? Now, what I want to show you guys is something like slicers, how to use a slicer. Okay.
Right, sir.
So I want to just do a recap of the dashboards again. Okay. So basically, the first thing you do, you have your data set like this, right?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So what's the first thing you are going to do?
With the pivot table.
First of all, put in an Excel table first.
Yeah, it's already an Excel table now. Control T now.
Exactly. Thank you. So I put it in an Excel table. All right. So I'll call the table now. Let's call it customer.
All right.
Okay, customer. All right. So next I will do is what? Summarize with what? Pivot or table. Okay. So what do you want to see? You want to see what? You want to see what now?
Let's work on the segment and
Distribution.
the customer.
Shipment.
Segment by what? Sales.
Yeah,
Okay.
customer.
I think I want to bring the category inside here. I can drop it here so that the report will be looking something like this. Okay. Then I will have to now edit them. So for example, here I can call it. Okay, let's just make it easier. So here I'll just call it segments. So here I'll call it total. Here I'll call it sales. If I call it sales, you may already see sales already. So what I will do, I can call it sales amount. Okay, format this. Control Shift 4, right? Now remember, always label your pivot table. So what's this table? This is what? Segments by profit. I think this one is clear now. We have done this all over again, right? So we can pick another one. Insert, pivot table. What's the name of my pivot table? Customer. Okay. So I want to see what now? Let's say I want to see category by profit. Okay. So here I'll call here category. Here I can call it total. Here I can call it what now? Sales amount. Then I can format that. We have this. Okay. So let me just give one more example. One more example. Insert customer. Let's say region. Then let me take what can I take now? Profits. Okay, let's take profits. So this is region. This is my total. This is my profit. So if profit is there, let me say let's say, what can we call it? Let's call it income. Okay. All right. So we have basically this information. So I want to create a dashboard about this. Okay. So if I was to create a dashboard for this, let me also show you. You know, if you are dealing with your, so let me go to income, customer. So let me take other dates there. So let me take what should we take out? So let's take this out. So we have the months here. Shehu, is yours still creating this month automatically for you? Or still giving the same problem?
Yes, sir.
Is it still giving the same problem?
It's still giving me the same problem, sir.
I don't know. You know, my own. You know, that day was it worked first. Then later I started giving the same problem you were giving me.
Yeah,
It was giving you.
the thing is just working like a flash feed. The moment I
Yes,
finish,
just automatically pick it out.
I
Okay.
think I'll have to go and install another.
Yeah, you see that why I say the best. Just install the latest one. Let's say like 2016 or 2019. It's the same
Actually,
CD now.
scarce. That's the problem.
Yes. Okay. Oh, is it scarce? It's not that scarce now. If you go to the market now, all this CD you can get them now. 2019. Okay, let's just do so. Let's create a simple dashboard based on this. Okay, so Mr. Augustine,
I'm with you.
you're watching now. Okay, so I want to create a simple dashboard. Okay, so let me create a new dashboard. So let me call this my pivot table. Let's say my summary. So let me call this reports. So the first thing I want to do, I want to first of all remove all these grid lines. So I click on my view. Okay, remove grid lines. Can you see I click on my grid lines? It's all out. Next now do insert. What am I inserting? A text box. So this is my text box. So let's call it what? Mr. Augustine, what kind of report do you like to create? Sales report. Call any report you usually like creating.
Just guys, sales report.
Sales report, okay. So I can come and put here. So let me highlight that. Good. Sales report. So if I want to change it to a better color, so you can, sorry. So this is text. So look at it. This is for text. This A is for text. Okay, this A is for text. Why this other one is to fill everything. So if I want to fill the whole background, let's say with black, can you see I will highlight the whole background, then I can make it for black. Do you see that? If I highlight this one, I can make it what? White. Then this background, can you see that? I can highlight it. Can you see the background there? So what do I want to fill it with? I want to fill it with, let's say, black, right? So if I want to fill it with black, let's say black. Can you see how the report looks like?
Okay.
So whenever you see those kind of report. Now, can you see this outline? Can you see this outline? Can you see there's a white outline around it? Do you see that?
Yes.
So these are the little editing you can now do. So if you right click, can you see outline here? Outline. So let's make it black. Can you see that has gone? If you don't want those outline to show, so this is one way to do it. But remember, I said most time you can use white background, but black can also make it very elegant also. Okay. So let's use this. Okay. All right. So this is my sales what reports. So what again do I want to do? So let me go to my summary. Yes. So I pick segment. So I can just copy this out. Okay. Or what I can do, I can just highlight it and just create my charts out of it. Now, if I want a special chart, for example, if I come to my insert, I come to my all my charts, right? So you see there are some charts I cannot do, like tree map. Can you see tree map will not work? Do you see that? Tree map will not work. But if I have gone to, let's say I copy, let me create another pivot table, so that you see what I want to do. So let's call this customer. Okay. So let me take category. If I want to get the number of category, this category. So let me get to subcategories. Let me take subcategories. This subcategory is much. Can you see subcategory is much there? Okay. Now, if I want to count it, if I want to count how many in all these, I want to count. Okay. If I want to count it, I can take subcategory again and put here. So what is giving me is the count. So it's telling me how many. Do you understand that?
Okay.
So look at this. Let's assume. Let's use category. See category. So we have furniture, office supply, and technology, right? So let us know how many did we sell in furniture? How many items did we sell in office supplies? How many items did we sell in technology? You know we have done it the same thing, but this is sales amount. But if I want to get the unit we sold, maybe for example, you have put quantity here, right? This is quantity. But assuming I don't have quantity there, I want to just get the number. So I'll just take category and dump it there again. So that's how it will count how many furniture, how many office supplies, and how many technology. So that's another thing you can do again. So you can plot the data by itself using what the count. Rather than using the region or the amount, you can use what the count to know how many there are. Did you get that?
Yeah.
So if I was to plot this now, if I was to plot it on a tree map, you will notice that it will give me an error most times. It will give me what? An error. Okay? Because your pivot table does not allow a pivot chart to. We cannot use some certain charts on our table. Okay? So any chart we plot from a pivot table is called what? Any chart we plot from our pivot table is called what?
Pivot chart.
A pivot chart, exactly. It's called what? A pivot or chart. So it is only the basic charts that you can plot. So what I will do, instead of me plotting this from the pivot, what do I do? I'll just copy it out. I'll just copy it out and paste. Okay. So here is my what now? Category. Here's my, let's share, here's number. Okay. So if I decide to now say, okay, let me plot my tree map. Can you see tree map? Can you see that's plotted now? Can you see your tree map has plotted now? Hello.
Well, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Okay, can
Yes,
you
sir.
see that that's plotted now? So when you are using pivot chart, it is only the basic chart you can plot.
Hello, sir. So you copied
Yeah.
it to another sheet, right? You copied
Yeah.
those tables to another
No, I
sheet
even
to
copied
plot
on the
it.
same sheet. It was on the same sheet. On the same sheet.
Well,
Can
I
you see
thought
it?
you said it will not really display except if because
No, I
it's
look at if I
pivot table.
plot, look at this, watch it now, watch. This was the pivot table, isn't it?
Yeah.
If I try to plot this here, it will give you an error.
Okay.
So what I did, I just simply copied here. I just copied it on this same sheet here and pasted.
Okay.
So this is what I'm now plotting. This is what I'm now plotting.
Okay.
Did you get that?
Yes.
If you want it to plot special charts for you, then don't use the pivot charts. Just copy it
Let's
out
copy
and
it.
paste
Yeah.
it. Exactly.
I did class. I did class. I did class. I did class. Chat me up. Chat me up. I did class. Chat me by day class.
All right. Clear? Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
All right. So this is what category. Hmm, okay. So I can take this now. I can take this out. So if I want, I will just cut it out. So after I've created the chart here, what do? I can cut it out, come to my report and paste it here. Can you see that? And paste it here. Okay. What some people can do, you can also plot your charts. So for example, if I plot my charts here, right? So if I plot my chart, let me plot my chart. If I plot this chart here, what some people can do, they can just take it here and cover it here and build their report on this same thing. The only thing is that this their dashboard will be at the back end. All the data will be at the back end. You understand? Everything will just be covered at this back end, as if there's nothing there. Okay? Or you can take it to a new sheet and start doing your report. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's one. So those are the basic things you can do. So what I actually wanted to show you, so let's just do the basic charting. So if I have taken this, I can just cut that out. Let me take it to my report. Let me take it here. So remember, make your chart always clean. Remove all these grid lines. Maybe I can make my color, let's say green. Okay, so let's call this sales by region. Okay. Now there are some other tricks I can show you. You can clear off this. So if I want to remove this, I will just right click. Say hide all field buttons. Can you see that? Hide all field buttons. And that's in again I can do. I can delete this. I can just delete this, right? Now, but sometimes I may want to rearrange this. So what you can do, you may not be able to arrange it from here itself. So for example, I want the highest. So if I come here, can you see where I have
Format that
yes, format plot this thing. But what you are looking for, you may not find it there. If you want to arrange it. So what you do here, you can come to your summary, right? Come to your summary. I will arrange it from here. Can you see that? I can arrange it from here. Sort more options, right? Is it ascending or descending? What do you
Ascending.
want? Ascending or descending? So let's say
Ascending.
region. Ascending. Ascending starts from where? Ascending starts from where?
start from the smallest to the
Smallest
highest.
to largest or largest to smallest.
Smallest to largest.
So that is it descending or ascending?
Ascending.
Sort it by what? By what? Income. Click OK. So what did you notice?
That's changing now.
Smallest to largest. Are you saying it's still smallest to largest? What do you want? It's largest to smallest. Did you see that? Look at the chart. Look at the chart. It's smallest to largest. But what I wanted to show is what? Largest to smallest.
That's descending now. That will be descending.
Exactly. That will be descending. So I will switch it to what? Descending. By what? Income. Click OK. Have you seen the highest has come?
Yes.
So if I come back to my report, can you see that's changed?
Yeah. But this sheet now, it was created. This graph was created in another sheet.
Yes, it's in
the same sheet.
yes. Even something has changed now, if I have changed it, remember this is my original data, or this is my original data, isn't it?
Yeah.
If I go and change something here, or I add another data now, let's say add another data set. Let's say, let me drag and update this data set. If I update this data set now, look at how to update now. I've updated now, isn't it? Now let me go back to my report. Has anything happened?
Definitely.
Did you notice any change?
Yes, now you have altered the data now.
Did the chart change?
It changed.
So click refresh all. Have you seen that?
Yes.
So can you see the difference?
Yes.
So that is the advantage of using what? An Excel table. So the moment you update one on this sheet here, right? The moment you update it on this sheet here, it is going to what? Take you back to what? This your report. So best practice, have 3 sheets, okay? Have what? 3 sheets. The first sheet will keep your data. The second sheet will keep your analysis. That's all this your pivot table. And the last one will keep your what? Dashboard. So you have your data, your summary, and your reports. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. So let me do a last one. Then let's say monthly. If I want to do monthly, it says which is the best chart for this?
I was prefer to use bar chart too.
Bar charts. As a data analyst, once you identify your table, what kind of data is this? What kind of data is this?
I forgot. And I know you mentioned it last time. I've forgotten the name of this data you call it.
Time series data. Now, is that what we said? A time series data.
Time series data, yes. Time series data.
Anytime you have a time series data, what is the most appropriate chart for it?
Line graph.
Line graph, isn't it? It's always a what? Line what? Graph. With bar chart, you may not be able to see some things about it. Okay? And again, what we have to check, this is sales, right? Does it make sense? Because we have different years. We have different years. Does it make sense that we add all the years together? Will it make sense that we add all the years together?
I don't understand, sir.
Now look at this, look at this. What we have done here, okay, it's more like, let me show you here. So this is my data, isn't it? So when we are summarizing now, I want to summarize the data, right? We use what? We are using what? A pivot table, isn't it? So I want to insert a pivot table here. I want to insert a pivot table. So customer. So let's take my order date and put here. Let's take let's say that is sales. So let me take profits. So I will remove this, I will remove this. So these are our monthly. So what are you seeing here? Does it make sense to add up profit of 2014, 2015, 2016? Does it make any sense?
No.
Does it make any sense? You know all these are yearly now. Does it make sense to add 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, all the profit? Does it make sense to add them together?
No.
Yes. Mean together at once to be in one place.
At once, yes. Like this grand total, does it make any sense for you?
No.
Okay. Now that is why I'm saying that in that case, it does not make sense to use what? The sum of profits, especially when you are dealing with maybe over time. So look at it. When I took my other dates here, right? You notice that it gave me the month. But what is it doing? Is adding it up for you. So for January, it will add 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017. The summation here, does it make any sense? To add them up for you.
No.
So rather, what would be the best thing to do? Rather than using the sum, what will you use?
Can use average.
Average, exactly. You use what? The average. Okay? You use what? The average. So it is this one that makes more sense than what? Adding them up. You get that now?
Okay.
Mr. August, is that clear?
Yes, I'm with you.
All right. So that's now the average profit you now what make. Okay. So if I want to now plot this one, so I don't need to plot the total. So I insert my charts. All right. Can you see the chart will now look different from when I was using the total?
I have a question, sir.
Yes,
So
go
it's
ahead.
preferable to use the average than the total.
Look at it depends. Okay. In this case, it does not make sense that I will add. Let me do another one again.
Because they're too high, right?
It's not that they are too high. Look at, let me explain it to you. So let's add again, customer. So I take order dates here, right? Let me take the profits. Okay. Now watch what we are doing. So if I remove quarter, I remove dates. Can you see that this one is giving me profit for when?
For 2014.
20, so that means from January to December 2014, this was the amount.
Yeah.
From January to December 2015, this is the amount.
Yes.
From January to December 2016, this is the amount. For January to December 2017, this is the amount. At this point like this, it makes sense to add it up this way. Okay. But when you make it monthly, you know what it's doing? It will add all the months for January 2014, add all the months for January 2015, add all the months for January 2016, and add all the months for January 2017.
One place.
Does that make any sense?
No.
Practically?
No.
No. So rather, to capture what has happened in January, what do you use? What will you rather use? The average. That's the point I'm trying to make. Okay, that's the point I'm trying to make. Right? That's the point I'm trying to make. So it all depends on what you are trying to achieve. Okay. So the same way I can cut this out. come to my reports. But remember, before you start plotting all these things, there are questions you want to answer, isn't it? That what will determine what you are going to be doing. Okay. So here I can take my line, so outline, so I want to make it green. So here I want to call it average monthly sales. Okay, average what monthly sales. Okay, let's assume this is all we are working with. Okay, average monthly sales. Let me take this sales by region. Let me make that there. So let's do that. Yes, area black. All right. So this is my sales report. So let me just take this and put that here. So remember, if I don't need this one, I can just delete it out. If I want to put the values here, right, I can just come to my design, chart layout. I will check the one that has design. Okay, can you see this, the numbers on top? So I'll take that one. So that one has the numbers on top. And I can delete this total here. Okay. Now this is my report, right? So this is my simple report. This is my simple report. Now what I want to do, so remember I said if I want to add a picture to it, I'll just come to my insert. Can you see my picture from device? Then I can pick a, let's say, let me go to match. Let's if I have any picture there that I want to put. So let me take this one and say, okay. Let me take this one and put it there. All right, so can you see your report?
Yes, sir.
A quick report, okay? So all these ones, if I want to remove all these ones, we remove them, hide all buttons. Can you see how the report is looking cleaner now? Now, but if I want to make this very interactive, so what I will do, I will come and add what they call a slicer. So look at this, I want to slice, so it depends on what I want to slice. I want to slice this my category, okay? Let me get another category so that you will see the data there. Let's bring a subcategory. I think subcategory has more data in it. So let me bring subcategory. So let's go here. Insert pivot table, customer. Okay. I will come to my subcategory. I put that here. Let's see it by, let's say, profits. Okay, let's say by profits. So can you see my data here? So this is my category, subcategory. This is my total. This is my profits. Let me call this profits. Okay. So I will do that. Now look at this. Now look at this. What kind of chart do you think I can use for this?
The one that is highlighted.
Yes, this one highlighted. What chart do you think I can use for it?
I don't know if a line graph is applicable to this.
Can you use a line graph for this? Does it make any sense to use a line graph?
No, no, sir.
What kind of graph can I use?
I use the column graph.
I can use what? A column. Do you see that? So what you are seeing here, all those small, can you see all these ones that are red, these ones that are below this thing? Can you see them? The ones that are below, those ones are our losses, isn't it? So if I come to my design, You can decide to choose. Can you see? Choose the style that you want. You can come down. Choose the style that you are looking for. If you have seen the one that you want, you just say, okay, this one is okay. Okay. Then alternatively, you can use this. Can you see that? Mm-hmm. So what you can do again, if I want to select this particular one that have made losses, for example, like this, let's say, I'm trying to select this one out, but okay, let me delete that. Mm-hmm. Let's see, then that design we can use again. Okay, no, let me just pick this one. Let me just pick this one. So let me take it out. Take it to reports. Come on. Paste it here. Okay, so let me increase my dashboard a little bit. So I change this one. Let's change the color to any green color. Yes, green color. I don't want that. So I can remove that. Remove that. Okay, so let me add my chat title. So let me call it what now? Uh, what are we calling this one now?
I think that one
Subcategory.
we can call it products by or subcategory by.
Subcategory by what? Profits, isn't it? Then I'll come here, do that, give it a. All right. Okay, now I want to slice this particular one. Okay, I want to slice it by. So watch this now. If I want to break this one down, let me break it, slice it by. So I'll come here. Can you see your slicer here? Look at what I've done. I click on this one, isn't it? I want to
Where do you
reduce.
where do you get
I'll click
slicer?
on. I'll click on the chart first. I'll click on this
From
chart.
insert, Abi.
So can you see insert?
Okay.
Insert what? Slicer. Look at slicer here.
Okay.
Okay. Insert slicer. What slicer do you want to see? I want to see slicer by quarter. I want to see slicer by years. I want to see slicer by what again?
Profit.
No, not by profit, by segments.
Okay.
So it means what? How do you want to break the data? So let me explain to you. Let me explain to you. So look at this now. Let me take. Okay, Let me take one first and explain. Now look at segments. Do I have segments here? Do I have segments on this report?
I want to process. No.
Do I have segments here as part of my visual?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Where did you see segments here?
No
Segments.
segment. No
No.
segment.
No.
No
No.
segment.
No. It's not there.
This is category, region, monthly sales, subcategory. Okay, so did you see segments here?
It's not there.
So if I click consumer, this chart, that means that what my subcategory is showing me is showing me what? What is it showing me? Only
I don't
what?
understand, sir.
Consumer. Did you not see that?
It's only a
Okay.
consumer. Yeah.
This is only what? Consumer. This is only what? Corporate. This is only what? Home
Okay.
office. But if I want to connect it to all the other charts, then I will have to go to what they call the settings. If I want to cancel the selection, I'll just click on this, okay? So what you can do, can you see your slicer? Can you see slicer here? Just like the way you have your table design, you can also have your slicer. It give you also design too. So you can also select the design. Let's say green. Okay. I want to click it.
But what is the essence of the slicer?
The essence of the slicer, you know, in women now, before they want to cook now, they used to use knife to cut it into pieces. So this is my report. I want to break it down into pieces. I want to see, okay, can you tell me how much sales you made for chairs alone in corporates? In your corporate segment, can you tell me how much sales you have made for chairs? If management is asking you, so for copiers, how much did we make in
The essence of the slices is to break it down.
So the slicer will now help you to work. No, by looking at this data, can you tell me
No.
how much you have made for corporate alone?
No.
I can't say corporate. What you only click on segments, and I'm saying consumer, corporate, and home office.
No, leave this one out. Forget about this one. Just tell me here from this report alone, from this report, can you tell me how much? So let me put values here. So maybe that will make more sense to you. Let's put the amount. When we put amount, so that text is white. So let's pick from here so that the table can. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. So look at this now, right? Let me try and increase mine. Let's see which one we can see now. Okay, let's say for chairs, how much did we make for chairs? For chairs, how much did we make?
I can't see the chairs. I can't see any chairs there.
Chairs around here. Look at it here.
Okay, that is
26,590.
So you see why this column chart for this type of data may not be so good. So rather, what do we prefer to use? What we prefer to use? You use what? Your bar charts. Is it not? You see, bar chart, we arrange this one much better. So let us, can you see this? Let me take that out. Quick layout. Now, because the data is quite large, so that's why we are seeing in this form. But most times, when your data is like this, the best would have just been your. So I can also clean that up. So I just clean that up. Clean that up. So this one alone, this is tables. Do I need? Okay, that's tables. So this table alone, since it's a loss, I can make it red, isn't it? I can make it red to indicate there is a loss, right? This one again, sorry, I can keep this one alone. I can make it red alone. Anyways, can you see the figures now?
Yeah.
So for chairs, can you tell me how much we made for chairs?
26,190.
How much?
17 kobo.
26,000 what?
590.
So what you can do, if you don't want to be seeing all those kobo, what you can simply do, just remove all those 2 decimal places out. Okay? So you look cleaner now. It's not better this way.
It's better.
How did you remove that, sir?
Yeah, what?
How did you remove the decimal places?
I went to the table itself. Go to the table there and edit the table. You know how to remove your decimal now. If I want to add decimal, if I want to remove it.
That's true.
All right, look at this now. So look at this now. So how much did we make for chairs alone?
26,590.
So remember, this is profit, so isn't it? This is how much profit we made. Okay, for chairs. Now my question now is that these chairs alone, this is for which period now? This table that we have arranged, analyzed, is for which period?
14 to 20.
It's for which period?
14 to 17.
For every year, is it not all the years now? Is it not?
Yes.
Now, if I want to now get how much did I now make for 2015? For 2015. Remember that this summary here, this summary that you have here, right? This summary that I have here would have just told us the total profit for all of them, isn't it? But I want to get 2015 alone. So how can I get 2015 alone? I want to see the profit that we made in 2015 alone. So what do you do?
Is this when you will now use slicer?
Exactly. So that's when slicer will now come in. Does it make sense now?
Okay, let's see how you use it now.
All right. So I want to slice this one, isn't it? Also insert slicer by year. Do I have year? See here, yes. Oh, year. Okay. Okay. Now all this one doesn't have date. That's why it's not showing here. So what normally I would do, I'll just right click and say, can right click, or let me go to the settings, slicer settings. Can you see that? So hide items with no data. Can you see that?
Okay.
Look at it again. If I have it like this, means there's no data here within this period. Okay. So I'll come to slicer settings and say hide items with no data. Click OK. So which year, the question they now ask you, how much do we now make? How much profit did we make in 2015 for chairs alone? How much was it?
That was 2,228.
How much did we make in 2017 for chairs?
You go back to the slicer again and click on it.
7,644.
Are you seeing that? How much did we make in 2014 for chairs?
Okay. And it's 6,955.
Beautiful. So with this, you can now get some insights that you will never see in the table. Remember, in this table, if I ask you from this table now, can you tell me how much you made for chairs in 2015? Can you tell me from this table?
No.
Can you tell me from this table?
Oh, no.
No. So this is where the insights come in. Can you see that? So if I want to merge them, so I will just go to my slicer, just change the format there. If I want to cancel the slicer there, I'll just press this. So to come back to my original data. Okay, if I want to connect it to all these other ones, so what I can do, can you see my slicer? I click on my slicer, report connection. Now, where am I connecting it to? Do you remember when I told you that best practice, always label your pivot table? Did I tell you that? Did I mention that you should always label your pivot tables? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Remember that? That's why every time I come to my summary, where I have my pivot table, I must always analyze it. So this is what? Because when I wanted to slice now, when I came to my slicer, right? Can you tell me what is pivot table 3? Can you tell me which one is pivot table 3 from this chart? Can you tell me what is pivot table 3 from this chart?
No.
No, beautiful. So that is why best practice, always label your what? Your table. So the moment I'm done with this, so what's the name of this table now? This is category by sales, right? Category by sales. This is what? This is what?
What over three?
Region by what? Income or profit. This is what? Monthly sales. This is what? Let's say this is category.
Category.
Total. Now this is number. Number. Okay, so this is subcategory. So let me label this. This is a subcategory by profit. Okay, so let's go back to our report. So let me go back to my slicer report connection. Can you see now it has now been labeled? Does it make sense now? Can you see it has now been labeled? Anyone that is not labeled, that means you don't know what it is now, isn't it? So can you see the difference?
Yeah.
Why we should always label it? So I want to connect it to segment profit, region profit. Which one I come? Category, isn't it? Category. Which other one? Region, monthly sales. Okay, let's say okay. So if I now ask, how many units did we sell for furniture in 2014? Okay, so which ones have changed? So I have region as is changing, but this one is not changing, isn't it?
Yes.
Because I did not connect it. So that means I have to go and look for which one. This category sold. This is not category what sold. So let me check. So if I'm not sure which of them, I can highlight all of them, I can select all of them so that I will be sure. So if I click now, where did this one come from? Where did I get this data from now?
So, sir, the moment you make that adjustment there, as you are changing the year, everything will be changing at a glance.
Yes, no, because I'm looking for where this one was copied from. This is a sales category. Let me see. Go back to this. Can you see that it's already adjusting here? It's already adjusting here. Okay, let me see. Report. So let me take that out. Let me copy. Let me take this one and say insert. Let's say insert bar chart. Okay. Now remember, the moment you have done this, this is called what? What's the name of this one? Category by sales. Okay, category by sales. So let me take that with my report. This is category by what? Okay, category by sales. Then I put that. Then make it that. Okay, so I can remove this. Remove this. Let me go to the line. Change color to green. Okay, don't want all that. Remove. All right, I don't want that. Okay. So let me put. So I have to check. Is it connecting? Is it connecting? Is it
Yes,
connecting?
sir. Yes, sir.
Can you see how my data is changing now?
Okay, sir, you changed the chart for this category by sales to
Whether I
bar
change
chart.
it, I had to make sure that it was connected to this here.
Yes, sir. But you use bar chart this time, right? You did not
Yes, I
use
use bar
the
chart. Yes, I use
tree.
bar chart.
Okay,
I use bar chart. That is the
Oga,
essence. Those basic charts that we are using
this
to
kind of
ensure.
chat,
Yeah.
this kind of chat, they very complicated though.
Which charts?
This chat, this one, this particular one, slicing, this thing, this thing, this thing.
Is
People
it
like
complicated? No, look at it. No, no, no. Look at it. You don't have to look at it that way. See what we did there? From this data, right? We summarized it like this. Is it not clear?
yes,
So what we did was that each of them, we're plotting chart for each of them now. You remember how to plot chart now? Insert,
yes,
take bar chart, put now, is it not?
yes.
I will just cut it from here, cut it here, come here and paste it and arrange it in this form. So this is one chart, this is one chart, this is one chart, this is one chart. That's all.
So you now use slicer for everything.
Yes, now so I have to now connect. I will now come to my slicer here and say report connection. So assuming now I don't want it to change for this one, this sales category, right? It should slice for, because look at, if I change 2017, and everything will change.
Yeah.
Everything will change. Now I don't want this my average monthly sales to change. I don't want this my average monthly sales to change. So what I will do, I will come to my slicer, go to slicer report. If I want it to change, if I uncheck it now, so that if I'm switching, okay, I have to be sure which one is this. What do I call this one now? This is monthly. Let me check. That profit.
so I have a question, sir.
Yes, please.
When you were applying the slicer,
Yes.
you didn't have to select any as in the whole
No, I just
the
first
whole
of all
page.
sliced by the. I will first of all check the, what they call it now. I will check. I will check the this thing I want to slice by. For example, I wanted to slice by this one, isn't it? That's why I clicked on this and say insert slicer.
Okay, you can first
That's,
slice for one, then use that one to connect to
yes, you
others.
cannot use that one. Okay, I cannot use that one. So I don't. While this one is changing, can you see that my monthly sales is not changing? Every other thing is changing, but my monthly this is not changing. Can you see that? Now the same way we have this slicer, the same way I cannot insert slicer by what now? By segments. So let me bring by segments. So I want to cancel this now. This is everything now, isn't it? By segment. So let me bring it by segment. So insert. So look at it too. I want to slice this one now. Is it not? By segment. Click that. Insert. Slicer. Can you see slicer? By segment. I want to bring segments now. Okay. Can you see my segments? So if I click consumer now, can you see it is only this one that is changing? Can you see it's only this one that is changing?
So was it you that clicked on segment yourself, or
No, look at it. Just watch. I'll do it again. Watch, watch. I click on this. I want to slice this, isn't it?
okay?
I want to slice this chart. Okay, by segment, isn't it? So I'll come
Yes.
to insert slicer. I will now come
Okay,
here.
then
Can you
you
see
click
segments here?
segment.
I will
Okay.
now select segments. If you want ship mode, you click ship mode. That means you can bring how many slicers you want. So it means I want to slice it by ship mode and by slicers. Then I'll
Okay,
say
sir.
okay.
So you can use
Yes,
different. You can use more than one slicers
yes,
on
and you can use
a
more than one
purchase.
slicer now. More than one slicer.
Okay.
So that is when you are drilling and drilling and drilling and drilling to see different things. Okay, to see different things. Click OK. So this is my ship mode. This is my ship mode. This is my segments. Okay. my ship mode and my segment. Have you seen that? Ship mode. So let me color it. Ship mode. Let me color it. All right. Now, if I click consumer now, what do you think will happen?
Everything change.
What do you think will happen? If I click consumer, what do you think will happen?
You think that must change?
Which one will change now? Which one will change?
It's still the last one that will change
It's still
because you've not
because that's the
connected
only one
it.
it is connected to. It's only
Yeah.
this last one that it is connected to. Is it not?
Yes.
So if I click this, it is only this one that is connected to. What of ship mode? Which one is it connected to?
You've not clicked on anyone.
Look at the ship mode now. Which one is it connected to? It is still only this last one,
It's still
isn't
the
it?
last one.
So
Yes.
if I
Yes.
want to connect it, if I want to connect other ones, what do? I'll come to slicer, report, then I will now select all the ones that I want to connect to now. You understand?
Exactly.
I'll now say okay. So if I click first class now, can you see? Then this one I want to connect it again to all of them. So I click on it and say report connection, connect to everything now for me. Are you seeing that? Click
Yes.
OK. Now, guess what? If I now say, how much did we make in 2014? By first class ship mode delivery, by consumer. Can you see this kind of report? You cannot just see it with your naked eyes. This is what is now drilling down to the last bits of what you are looking for. So any question you are asking, that is how you are going to what? Slice it. Can you see that? So if I want to know by corporate, can you see by corporate, by what again? So let me just change this one back to normal.
So the one that is highlighted red, is it that there is a loss there or what?
Yeah, there was a loss there. But that one you can put a conditional format there. Okay. So let me uncheck that. So can you see the role of slicer now? Can you see the work of slicer?
Yes. Yes.
Exactly. Now the same way we have slicer, we also have what they call timeline. Timeline. So timeline is just like your what they call it now. Like this your slicer for years, but it's only for time. You can only use time. So let's say I use other dates. Click OK. Can you see that? It will only give me for what? Date column. Okay. So if I come and change here, so let me increase it. So can you see how it looks? Other dates now. So it means I can come to 2017, July 2017. Can you see that? Can you see how it's working? These are what? Slicers. So I can now choose by quarter. So if I want to choose quarter 2, if I want to choose another one, maybe years. So for 2017. So have you seen the difference now? Slicer, that's your slicer. You can have slicer for timeline. So these years, so let me take it here. This year and this slicer, they are telling you the same thing. They are doing the same thing. I see that they are doing what? The same thing. Okay? But this is just only for what year. So that is what your slicer. This is your slicer and this is your timeline. So by month, I can now break it down by February, January, whatever. I can now start slicing. So any question you are asking, you can be answering them from here using your slicers and your timeline. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
So this is how to make a good report. So when you are in a meeting, as they're asking you questions, you are just pressing, slicing the data, answering the question, spilling out the report. Okay? You are
Sure.
spilling out the reports at a go. So you see now that this data here that did not make any sense, does it now make sense here? Does it now make sense at this point?
Ah, man, it's making sense. Just that someone need to practice this very well.
Yes,
Very, very
exactly.
well.
Practice it. So if I now ask, how much did we make for corporate in 2015? Do you understand? Now all the questions, we are now answering all the questions at once now. Okay, and we now made the same sales day, the same day delivery. You see this one now, all of a sudden we have seen that in the south, we have already made what? A loss in that period. But initially, the data did not tell you this information. When we had it for the whole, it's not, did we have this information there? Can you see that? So this is what slicers do for you, okay? Slicers and timeline. Are we clear with this?
Yes, we are clear.
All right, so this is one of the most technical parts that. So you remember your project, tomorrow you are going to be giving, you are going to combine everything. You are going to create your dashboard with your slicers and everything. So create a good report that you are going to present to management. Okay? So you are going to be giving the data, then you will raise some certain questions and answer the questions yourself with your dashboard, with your report. Okay? All right. So let's make progress. Let's make progress. Let's make progress. So I've seen our dashboard, okay? Slicer. So Excel translator. So let me just show you simple things. So go to the next sheet, Excel translator. Excel translator. Now, sometimes you may be working with, especially if you are working with multinationals, okay? Now, you know there are some colleagues you'll be working with. Some of them don't speak English. Is that not possible?
Yes.
You can be speaking maybe French, and their work, maybe they have typed all this in French, but you don't understand what it means. They have typed it in French, isn't it? But what you understand is English. So what you can just do, just highlight it, right click, and say, can you see translate?
Error.
You make sure, oh, so you must have internet connectivity. Just wait. Be translating it for you. Shall we try on your own version whether you have it?
Translator.
Why not
Yeah?
connect your,
Sir?
connect your internet now?
I don't know. I'm on internet now. I don't know how.
Is it translator, sir?
Yes.
From from the one that you actually sent to us, right?
Yes. Just click on, just highlight it and right click and say translate. Let us see whether it will work in your own. Sorry, we cannot load this. Please make sure you have network or internet connectivity. Click retry.
Translate.
I'm back online now. As long as you can hear me, it means I'm online now.
I can't see translate here.
Okay, if you highlight your data like this, you cannot see translate.
What I'm saying is quick analysis, insert comments, hyperlink.
Okay, where are you seeing it?
From right clicking the data now.
When you right click, isn't it? You don't see translate there.
No.
Okay, let me try and let me close and come back again. Come back again. Let me open my Excel.
I can't even say translate in my own. I can only say delete, clear content, quick analysis.
Okay. The enemies are already at work. The enemies are at work. Oh.
What kind of enemies?
Oh no, they don't want me to translate this.
Sir, what do you want to translate to, sir?
Just translate to any language of your choice.
I don't understand. Language, is it computer language or?
You can translate this to French, but I don't know why mine is not coming.
Okay, in case you are working for someone that is.
Maybe they sent you a file in maybe like French or whatever language or
Okay.
Spanish. You want to translate to understand what this thing means. Okay. You just highlight your data, translate. Normally, it's supposed to pick it. I don't know why it was happening. Okay, maybe I will come back again to try it. But normally, what you just simply do, just highlight your data and just click translate. So it will translate.
But
So it's,
my system is not even showing translate. It's showing cut, copy, paste, insert, delete, clear content, quick analysis,
so that
filters.
means maybe it's not. So maybe from 2016 or no 2019, it should be from 2019. You see this translate.
Okay.
Translate. I don't know why it's supposed to show it there. Okay, let's go. We'll try back again. Then speak sale. Let me explain speak sale. You know, normally, when you are working with people, okay, you want to ensure that when you're entering data, the data is correct. Okay. Especially people who work maybe with account. They say, Abia, how much? How much is it? So
778.
so be reading it for me. So Adamawa, you be reading them for me line by line.
918.
Okay, next.
Akwa Ibom 877.
Uh-huh.
Anambra 170.
Uh-huh.
Bauchi 872.
Oh, yeah, hold on. You see exactly what you have done? Can you see what you have done? Did you see exactly what you have done just now?
Yes.
Now listen to this, listen to this.
Abia 778. Adamawa 918. Akwa Ibom 877. Anambra 170. Bauchi 872.
All right, Bauchi, okay. Yes.
Bayelsa 538. Benue 217. Borno 280.
All right, you get the point. Did you hear that?
What's the point?
You didn't get that? You didn't get it?
I got what she was saying. So what was the point?
So the point is that the same way that I would have needed somebody else to help me to read through while I am confirming, I can be listening to what Excel will be reading it for me line by line, or type something else. Let me type something else. Let's say Francis is a boy. So I want you to read it for me.
Francis is a boy.
So these are also the artificial intelligence that has also been used in Excel. So if I am alone, I am working, I'm trying to cross-check whether every item has been there. Okay, I can be listening to it and be ticking it on my paper. Okay, this is there, this is there, this is there, this is there. Okay, so this is what they call speak cell. Okay, so what you can do to bring that out, what you can do, come to your file, options, file options. Are you there? File options. If I come to my advanced, let's come to my customized ribbons. Can you see customized ribbons here? Customized ribbons. Are you there? Customized ribbons, or you can come to quick access bar. Can you see quick access toolbar? Quick access toolbar. Either you come to customize, okay, come to quick access toolbar. It will be easier there. Quick access toolbar. So what you will do now, you look for speak cell, speak. Speak. So let's go to all commands. All
So you say
commands.
file options, right?
Yes, file options.
Customize ribbon, okay, quick access toolbar.
Yes, quick access toolbar. So these are popular ones. So I can go to all commands, right? All commands. So I'll look for S, speak. S. Just press S, then you go to speak. Look for speak. S, 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 S. So let's check. It's in alphabetical order. So once you are scrolling, you know when to stop. SP, okay. So can you see here speak cell? Can you see speak cell?
No,
so once you see speak cell, you now say add. Can you see that? Speak cell, then add.
does not have pixel.
Added on this, it will be added somewhere here. Have you done that? Pixel.
Mine doesn't have pixel.
Yeah?
Mine doesn't have pixel.
Oh, yours doesn't have pixel. Ah. So you see the reason why you need to update your Excel? All right. So once you have added it up here, it will come up somewhere here. This is your quick bar. This is your quick access bar too. Okay. So mine is somewhere here on top. Can you see it on top here? It will be added on top here. Then
Francis is a boy.
Then can read it up for you. Okay, that's fine. So these are some quick things I want to show you how to work with. Then inverting. So let me show you something again. Now imagine I have told somebody to type this for me. Imagine it is up to 1 to 100. 1 to 100, right? I said type 1 to 100 for me. Now this person has gone to type 1 to 100. Okay, 100 is too much. Let's say 1 to 4. Okay, let's say 1 to 40. So imagine this is how the person has typed it. But what I asked the person to do is to type it 1, 2 to the end. Do you understand? Now this is number, right? So with number, it is easy to just drag. But imagine that it was names or something that you have asked them to type. And they have typed it 1 to 100. They typed it in this form for you. But this is the form you wanted it to be. So what can you do? You gotta type it again. Will you gotta type it again? Did you understand?
Possible. You can't type it again.
Eh? You gotta type it again, Abi?
I said you can't go and type it again.
So what can you do? So what are you going to do? So what are you going to do? In mathematics, when you move from row to column, what is it called? Yeah? In mathematics or matrix to be specific. When you are moving from row to column, what is it called?
I forgot all those one. Oh.
Shehu, you did mathematics now. In matrix, what is it called?
It's transpose. I don't remember.
It's called what?
I think it's transpose.
It's called a transpose. Exactly. It's called what? A transpose. So what I can do for me to copy this, so what I will do, I will copy this. So let's make the data smaller so that we can understand it. So if I copy this, copy it. You know how to highlight and copy. You know how to copy.
It's not Control Shift, right?
Yeah, copy. So I've copied it now, isn't it?
Control.
So to copy now, I want to highlight everything and to copy. How do I highlight now? Control Shift down arrow now, isn't it? Then copy Control C, isn't it? Right?
Yeah.
So I want to paste it. How do you paste? Right click first. Right click. Can you see paste special? Can you see paste special? Have you seen paste special?
Yes.
So can you see paste? Now look at this. Can you see this one? This is called transpose. Can you see that? Transpose. Have you seen what has happened? I have copied this data and I have what? Transposed it here. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Good. So it's called what? A transpose. So I can do it again. So let's say I have here.
So sir, yeah, you can't.
D, D, E. And then we're supposed to do it on column, isn't it? What do I do? Copy, right click, then come here and paste. That's a transpose.
There's no shortcut for this one, right?
Now the shortcut, if I copy,
Yes, sir.
instead of me pasting, I'll say Control Alternate V. Control Alternate V. Then you see transpose here. Did you see that? Control Alternate V. Then you click on transpose. Clear? Highlight, copy, Control Alternate V, click transpose. There. Is this clear now?
Yes, so.
All right. Now imagine now, imagine now, they told us to write A, B, C to Z. The person now wrote Z to A. So what do we do? So that means we have to go and retype again now.
Yes.
We have to go and retype again. A, B, C, D, E. So imagine you had up to maybe 1 million, this thing like that. So are you going to type them back again? So what are you going to do?
We're going to sort it.
Sort it. Oh yeah, let us sort now. Sort it now. So how do you sort? Assuming here is names, isn't it? Assuming here is name. So how do you sort?
You have to highlight it first.
Okay, right click here. Where's sort now? So let me come here to sort and filter. So sort A to Z. But you see, it picked these ones now. It picked these ones, okay? Now, assuming now that I'm not going to sort it, I just want to invert it. I don't want to sort. I'm not sorting the names. I just want to make sure that it starts from A and ends with what Z. So I want to invert it. Do you understand? I want to invert it rather than sort. Okay? So what can you do? Now, the same way we have done our this thing 1, 2, 3, right? Can you see that?
Yeah.
So what I can do, I can now highlight them. Now right click and now say what? I'll now sort. Where's my sort? Sort what? A to Z. A to Z, is it smaller to largest or largest to smallest?
Smaller to largest.
Smallest to largest.
This is already smaller to largest already now.
Okay, largest to smallest. Sorry, largest to smallest.
So I'll now do the opposite now. Largest to what? Smallest. Can you see I've inverted it?
What about if the numbers are not there? What will you do?
So that's what I'm saying. You are supposed to create the numbers immediately. So for example, these guys, I'm supposed to start with, they type, the name supposed to have started like this, okay? But not in alphabetical order, but the person went to start from behind like this. So what I can simply do, 1, 2, is it not? I will highlight it. Sorry. I will highlight it. Then what do I do? Sort what? Largest to smallest. Have you seen I've inverted it? Then I can delete this number back. So that is how to what? Invert. Clear?
Yes.
All right. So let's go to another one. Custom field. Custom field. Now let me show you this. You know in Excel, if you have Monday, what's next day?
Tuesday.
Next one.
Wednesday.
All right. I think when you drag like this, it works for you now. Isn't it? It works for you now, right? Let me go to my advanced custom list. Let me delete these ones first. All right, so let me show you how to do it. Now, if I type January, what's the next day? I think this one works for you. This one works for you now, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. Now, let us try Abia. If I have Abia, what's the next state? After Abia, what is the next state?
Adamawa.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Adamawa.
Adamawa. Okay, Adamawa. Now, does it work?
No.
Does it work?
No.
So it means it does not recognize your states now, isn't it? So Excel does not recognize your what? States. So what we are going to do, we are going to customize our own so that whenever I enter any Nigerian state and I drag it down, it will automatically fill up my Nigerian states, just like I have here for Monday, for Tuesday. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Did you get that?
Yes.
So you know what we want to achieve now. So we already have our states here, right? We already have our states here. Okay. So I will highlight my states, right? Highlight your states. Okay. Go to your file. Can you see that? Go to your file. Click on file options. Are you there? File options. Are you there? File options. Next thing, click advanced. I will start again. File options advanced. Okay. So scroll down to the end. Can you see where it say custom lists? Are you seeing that? Can you see custom list here?
Is it down, down, down?
Yes, down almost to the end. Can you see that? Almost to the end. Custom list. Are you there? Then click OK. That's all. If I type Abia now, what do you think should be the next one? What do you think should be the next one? Based on my list. Based on my list. Now look at my list.
Not second custom list. Okay, edit custom list, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, but I'll have highlighted the state before doing that.
Exactly. I like the states first, where you want to customize your list. So if I drag it down now, can you see that there's nothing that has happened though? Nothing has happened. Okay. So look at it now. Look at what we have done. Highlight your data, right? File, options, advanced. Okay. So scroll down. Scroll down. Can you see that? Edit custom lists. Are you there? Edit custom list. Can you see here where I've already highlighted? Can you see here where I've already highlighted? Can you see what I've already highlighted?
Yes.
So click import and OK. If I type Abia now, you know what?
When you highlighted, you do highlight the title one with it. Just highlighted.
I didn't highlight. I started from here. There was no title then. I highlighted this. Look at what I highlighted.
I can't find the states in mine.
You cannot find what?
The states.
Which states?
In the custom list.
Did you follow the instruction? Are you on this sheet? On this sheet, custom field. Are you here?
Okay, it's on custom. It's on customized field. Okay.
You're on this sheet. What I said, highlight this table. Are you there?
Okay.
File, options, advanced. Scroll down to the end. Are you there?
Yes.
Edit custom lists. Are you there?
Yes.
Can you see that something has already been highlighted for you here. It has given you a range.
Yes, but
I
I,
mean,
I still it's not bringing out the states.
all right, share your screen. Let me see what is happening. Share your screen. Mr. Augustine, you can also try it with anything. So, for example, if your organization you have different products, you can also what do it in the same way and create it. Yes, now look at it here. Now look at import. Can you see import down here? Import.
Okay, I'll have to click on import first.
Yes, now that's all.
Okay.
Click OK. That's all. Now go and type. Click OK. Click OK. OK. Yes. Type Abia now. Let us see. Type Abia. Abia. Enter. Enter. Drag it now. Let's see. Okay, that's all now.
Okay.
So you can create your own custom word field.
Okay.
I can stop sharing now.
Okay, sir.
Clear? Mr. Augustine, did you get that?
Yeah. I'm clear with that custom share, custom field.
Yes. Okay. Then let me show you data validation. Also very important, data validation. So imagine you have different customers, right? One of the major problems that we have when you're working with any organization is that most times when you're working with a team, normally you are expected to maybe collect data from different sources, isn't it?
Yeah.
Then when you now bring them together, you are now expected to consolidate them and start with analysis. Okay? Imagine you are doing something like VLOOKUP. So this is the sales these guys have made. So this is, let's say, sales rep. Now this is the sales they have made. So let's say round between, let's say 10, 1,000 and 10,000. Okay, so let's say this is the sales that they have made. Now, but you now need to pick the customer. Let's say the sales rep. Let's say sales rep here. You want to now enter those who have sold. Okay. Now the problem is that whenever they are typing, they will type Steve. Then somebody can put double space, new Gene, and type whatever he wants. You know this is what he wants to type. This is what he wants to type, isn't it? But look at what he typed. But in his mind, it's the same thing, no. Then go to the next one and now type Jen Hain. In his mind, this is the same thing he's typing, no. Another one, he will type Max Ableman. Now just imagine now, I want to use VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP, this value, where am I looking for it? In this table, isn't it? I hope you still remember our VLOOKUP. Oh.
Yes.
Which column?
The second
Column
column.
Column what?
The second column.
Column what? 2. Is it not? Exact or approximate match?
Approximate. No, exact. It's exact.
Exact match, is it not? So exact what? Match. Did you see anybody?
No.
So this is one problem that you are going to have most times. Okay, this is the problem you are going to be having most times. So to avoid this type of problem, assuming I had decided to say, okay, let me make it approximate match. So let's say true, approximate match, true. Now let's look at it. Who did he pick? Who did this one pick? So Steven Eugene 417. Where's this guy now? So look at who he picked.
Maths.
Are they the same? Is that the person you are picking?
No.
No.
Look at this one. Is it the same person you are picking?
No.
Okay.
Pick
So this is
Jen.
where the problem is. Okay. So what we are going to do to avoid this problem, what we do is what they call data validation. So do not allow anybody to type. Let them always use a data validation. So look at it. So to select a data validation, I'll go to my data. Can you see it here? Click on your data. Can you see what they call data validation here? Data validation. Look at it here. Data validation under your data tools. Then any value, switch it to what? List. Where is my source? My source is going to be here. Click OK. And that's all. So can you see now? Rather than them, I can now pick instead of me typing it. So what I can do, I'll do it one more time. Let me highlight this whole, I can highlight this whole column down so that I can format it. Okay. Switch it to what? List. Where's my source data? My source data is from here. Click OK. And that's all. So if I switch here, I can change whoever I want here. If I come to the next one, I can choose whoever I want. If I choose here, I can pick whoever I want. So if I now use my VLOOKUP who? This guy, where in this table to exact match or approximate. Exact. Has it not worked now?
Yeah.
So that is what they call data validation. All right, I think we can call it a day. Please make sure you practice these things. Then tomorrow we'll be rounding up Excel and we'll give you your project for tomorrow. All right, guys. We'll see you
Thank
tomorrow.
you.
All right. Thank you very much. Please